Yo, what's up? What's going on? How you guys feeling? Back again with another video, man. If you enjoy the content that I put out on a weekly or daily basis, please like the video. Leave a comment down below saying I have subscribed. It helps a lot the channel. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. And I also want to say, anything that I provide or give in this channel is not investment advice. Everything here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So, I highly suggest that you should always do your own research before you ape into any kind of project that I speak about on the channel. You know, um, yeah. With that being said, let's get right into the video, man. Today I want to talk about these DAOs, these rebasing DAOs. So, I'm sure by now you've probably come across something like this, and you're asking yourself, what is this? Most of these DAOs are basically forks of the original one, which is Olympus DAO. The Olympus DAO is basically a reserve currency. And what is the main objective of these reserve currencies? So there's a few that these things are trying to achieve, and so one of them is basically they're trying to build a treasury of assets that back the value of the token. You know, some of these assets are stable coins, while others are crypto assets that vary in price. Another thing is that they allow investors to stake the token and earn yields in terms of additional amounts that staked the token. You know, the yield percentage increases as the price of the asset increases, which causes the asset inflation, which theoretically helps to drive the price of the asset back down. You know, and if the price of the token drops below a minimum price, the DAO will start buying back the tokens to drive the price back up. Because the DAO is basically backed with the reserve currency, with the treasury that they have. So it will always be able to buy back the tokens in order to keep the price above the minimum price. So that is typically what most of these reserve currencies are trying to do. But the best thing or the interesting thing about Rome is that they're trying to gamify the whole process. They're trying to make it fun. So this is basically an APY RPG, and that's something that is typically new. So I'm really interested to see how they'll be able to pull this off. And so Olympus now started around March, and Rome started around November. So one of the another issue that Olympus now has is that it's on Ethereum, so the gas fees are insane there, and people don't like really dealing with that a lot. So these other forks present an opportunity for people to take advantage of these reserve currencies and participate in it, but at a lower cost because you don't have to pay the crazy gas fees on Ethereum while using the Olympus style. So instead of using that, you can have other options like Rome, and the other ones like Wonderland Time, and there's just a lot of them. But I personally like this, because I'm a big fan of Mover, big fan of big fan of projects within the Polkadot and Kasami ecosystem. So I'm gonna stick with Rome, and they're gamifying the process. And at the moment, the API is currently at 95,000. It's steadily going down. As it rebases and as more people stake, it's going to be dropping down. And it started out like I think 100,000 in November, so it's steadily dropping as people stake and as the rebase continues to happen. But I'll be participating in this game process or the campaign that's coming up this month. And if you want to be able to participate in the game that's coming, you have to stake roughly 0.3 ROM. So as long as you have 0.33 ROM staked, you'll be able to participate in the campaign that's coming up. And also you'll be able to earn some NFTs depending on how much you bond as well, plus to stake them out. So I'll leave a link to the article talking about the different NFTs that you can earn while you're participating in this campaign. So there's different levels, different tiers depending on how much you bond, and it's going to be interesting. And you could pick a house you can align with while participating in the campaign. So I'll personally be going with the House of Moonsama because I'm a big fan of Donnie Big Bags and what they're doing with bag hunters. So I'm going to be supporting the House of Moonsama. You can pick any house you want; it doesn't matter, and you can change your house at any time, whenever you want. You're not really restricted to stay with one house until the campaign is over. And the campaign is going to be running for roughly 3 months. So, it's going to be really interesting to see how this game is going to turn out. So, I'm really, really excited to see how this plays out. And at the same time, while you're playing the game, your Rome is still staked and you're earning these crazy APYs. So, this is really interesting, really, really interesting, and I'm a really big fan of it. With that being said, I have also created a Patreon where I'll be providing and touching on early projects. Trying to give you guys insight on why I think these projects will perform really well in the next 3 to 5 years. And you could decide whether or not you want to you know get into these projects. I'll be giving a lot of deep analysis and reasoning why I think these projects will be doing good. And if this is something you're interested in, you could definitely subscribe to the Patreon. The first post will be coming next week, so that's when we're gonna get the ball rolling. So with that being said, I'll leave the link to my Patreon down below. If there's something you like, you could feel free to subscribe to it, and yeah, we'll go from there. With that being said, I have more videos like this in the top right corner. Feel free to go through the playlist and watch more content like this. With that being said, please like the video and have a great night or day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.